he was always saying any little thing. If you're tired, if you're, I'm like, why you the one always point pouring this seed in my mind? Like I have never for once thought about working out or anything. But any little thing, you're always like this, that, that. See, I'm not the best of I'm very strong headed, and I want things to go my way, you get all of that. But I've been always open from the beginning. I'll ask him, is there anything you want me to change? Oh no, you're perfect, you're this. If he asks me, is there anything, me, I will tell him, I want you to change this thing, this one, that one, and all of that. And doesn't mean I love him less. And he said all of that. Eventually, I just carried my bag. I said, I'm going home. I got downstairs. He called me back upstairs. He stood in front of the door. I entered. He stood in front of the door. Like, go and pack that thing in the kitchen. If not, I'm going to pour it away. I'm like, which thing in the kitchen? I said, whatever you want to do with it, you can do with it. I am not going to pack it. Please, if I had known, maybe I should have packed it because that turkey stew and that fish stew was very delicious. Everybody in my office, in fact, I cooked for everybody and took to work for them, you know. And it was just, oh, go and pack it. I said, whatever you want to do to it, you can do to it. I sat down. I said, let me go home. You're standing in my way. You're saying I shouldn't touch you, but you're standing in my way. There was a time I said, I don't feel good. Let me just go home. I want to go home. But it wasn't even, it was like, no, go pack it. I'm not even going to pour it away because I won't waste food. It's sinful. I said, that's between you and God. Anything you want to do, let me go. It got to a time it poked my head, not once, not twice. And it brought up the whole issue. If you know you don't want, I said, you know what? I do not want to even continue because you always plant this seed, any little thing. I know it's a woman that does all of this, like that will be saying, I'm not doing again. What is it? Any little, I said, I'm not doing again. It's fine. If you're always suggestive, why are you always suggestive? He said, it's my action that shows. I was like, which action exactly? That I came from my house to cook. Is that something that is a problem or what? I don't understand. He said, oh, I don't use my brain. I said, thank you. If I don't use my brain, you've told me before that I'm emotionally unintelligent. You that you are emotionally intelligent and you use your brain. Is this how you are meant to be acting? You know, he was just saying, oh, and it was at that point that, I lost control. And I was just like, I think he was like, stupid. I was like, you two, you're stupid. You're mad. I was just so, like, I was really angered. I wish, honestly, that I went to pack that soup and stew since I used my money, to cook it. So I really wish I went to pack it and I would have just avoided all the whole situation. And there was just some back and forth, back and forth. I think I was just saying, let me go to my house for like 2 hours. It got to a time we were already struggling with the door and all of that, pushing, pushing. And, pulled out my phone. I called his mom. I was like, good afternoon, ma. Good evening, ma, blah, blah, blah. Please tell your son to let me go home. And she was like, what's happening? He said, everything is fine. We'll settle it. I said, okay. Cut the phone. His mom called on video call. He was now showing her, can you see what she's doing? I said, I don't care who you are showing. No. Let me just go to my house. Because when you want to go and report to someone, you pick the story from the middle and not report everything that happened. Let me go to my house. Let me go home. And he was like, if you call your dad? So I said, why are you holding me at ransom? He said, me, I'm holding you around. I said, you will explain to my father why I'm here. He said, I will explain to, issues like that. And we were just going back and forth. And eventually, I think he snatched my phone. He collected my phone. He left the door. I said, give me my phone. At least you did not buy the phone for me. Let me be going home. Before I knew it, he was dragging me, pushing me on the bed. And my instinct just told me maybe he wanted to push me on the bed and lock the door. I hooked him with my, legs. I held his trousers like, you're not going to push me on this bed and leave me here, like that kind of issue. And we're dragging, this one, that one, He stood up. I think he said something that triggered me. And I pointed to him that never in your life tell me that. He beat my hand, and that was when I hit him. And it was with my slippers, and he hit me back with my slippers. He slapped me back. Truth be told, I shouldn't have slapped him in the first place. I feel bad, and I've been beating myself to it. I've not really accepted, that situation. I've been in relationships where, there was emotional abuse, but they've never been physical abuse. I've never seen that side of me, and I felt really bad. And he was like, "Oh, boyfriend slap her, boyfriend beat her." At that point, I was like, if you say what you said again, I honestly cannot remember what he said. I said, "I would slap you again and I would not regret it." And he was like, I said, "Yes, call me boyfriend beater. Just give me my phone and let me go home." And he wore his shirt. I was standing, entrance into the room. I was like, give me my phone, let me go home. I think even when he was in front of the door, it was like I was shouting. I said, "Yes, I am shouting." He said, "I'm embarrassing him. He stays here." I said, "Of course, I know it's not my house. Give me my phone and let me go home." And at that point, he just came to kiss me. I'm like, "Are you mad? Who is laughing with you here? Abi, is this a joke? Give me my phone and let me go. Even if you don't even give me my pass, I will use my leg to walk home. Give me my phone and let me go home." And
listen to the entire episode for free on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Thank you.